Okay, we're back. Probably going to go into the, what was it called? The Fosaken City. But I forgot to do something last time. I said I might show you the weapon decorations. Hopefully you can see this. I can see it fine because I'm on a big full screen, but you're on a tiny YouTube screen, so I don't know if full screening the video would help you or not. But yeah, anyways, this is my Paladin Asgar. He's got the, what's this thing called? Ateok Altar Replica. That's his appearance weapon. And these are the major essence decorations. I've got 5 of them here in my guild bank. Let's see what they look like. I really wish I could move him around in the window rather than just rotating him so I could, you know, focus on the weapon itself, but I guess that's okay. Alright, so anyways, this is the illusion essence. Ooh, look at that nice little chromatic thing going on there. It's pretty. Kind of matches his hand too. Is that his paladin fluff spell? I think it is. Okay, anyways, yeah, that's what it looks like when it is a an illusion essence. Shadow. Now it's all black and drippy. Ooh, keep in mind these, like I said, are the big ones. Major is the top tier. After or I should say below major is greater. Then you have moderate. Then you have lesser. Then you have minor. Minor, as far as I know, the only minor essence is the minor essence of acid, which is given to you when you complete the introduction quest to weapon decorations. I don't have. Well, I do have some moderates in the shared bank, so I can show you those. But yeah, obviously the lower the tier, if you will, the less of an effect it's going to have on your weapon. Here's ice. Whoosh. That's a very noticeable effect right from the get-go. It's dropping snowflakes. It's got little icicles shooting off of it. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Nature, I'm not a big fan of. I've already seen this hentai. Yeah, you get root tentacles and leaves, and you might not be able to see it. I can barely see it, to be honest. It's just, I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking when they put nature in there. It just looks kind of eh. Can I get any no, yeah, the roots, they kind of like, you know, like I said, they're like root tentacles that just kind of grow out and curl around a little. Not that exciting. Runes, a little more noticeable. You got little golden shields floating around your hilt. It's not a lot to it. Well, yeah, it's got that little poofy power. So that's kind of neat. Poofy power. Stop me if I'm getting too technical, guys. Speaking of stop me, I don't know what it was, but the last video just like was the superstar of the series so far. Hadn't even been a day and it already had over 12 views. And yeah, I know what you're thinking. 12 views. What's 12 views? For me, that's like PewDiePie status. All right, my average video tops off at about 5 views. I'm not exactly a big traffic person. All right, and I'm not exactly big on advertising my channel either. I'm just kind of doing this for fun. So when I go to check to see if anyone had sent me messages, occasionally I get messages from people on my Dark Souls series. I look at that video and I'm just like, oh yeah, okay, that was the last one I uploaded. Then I looked at the views and I was like, what the hell? Hasn't even been a day and it's been 12 views. And now I think it's at 24 views now, which was, I mean, it's starting to top off, but still, that's huge for me. That's almost 5 times my maximum. So I don't know what it was about the Isle of Mara vid I did, but apparently people decided to look at it. So, that's why I came back, actually. I wanted to go on to complete the lore portion of it, because I did a little more research on it. I had done the quest, but I've only done them on one character, and that was years ago, so I'm still kind of shaky. But basically, one of the NPCs on this island, I think it was one of the monks. I'm pretty sure it was one of the monks inside the tower that you get thrown out of if you haven't, earned access. Is one of them is actually Zabuxaruk. He's, as you'll recall, is the Forsaken God, the Baron. What was he? The Baron one. But anyways, he's basically the god of knowledge. Was imprisoned, wanted to give mortals the knowledge of the gods so they could more easily realize their potential. Blah blah blah. Well, he doesn't remember who he is. He washed up on the shore, and now he's like a important person of the village, and he gives you quests, and the other monks give you quests, and eventually you find out that he actually is Zabuxaruk. The reason he can't remember himself is because while he escaped his prison, his knowledge apparently did not, and it is being guarded by I forgot Dragon Turtle's name. Chel something. Cheldarak? Something like that. Anyways, he's the Dragon Turtle. I mentioned him in the video. You gotta fight him. He's kind of cool. He's the guardian of the seal, and once you defeat him and he's no longer protecting the seal, then he gets his memories back, and hooray. But today we're also going to talk about the Forbidden City. Or is it the Fosaken City? I think it's the Fosaken City. Whatever. Before we do that, though, I wanted to get the weapon adornments out of the way. So here are the moderate essences. These are the common drops. You'll also get lesser essences, which have, as you may have guessed, a lesser effect. But here are all of them. You got runes, you got electricity, you got ice, shadow, acid, fire, nature, radiance, illusion, and pestilence. Okay, so, well, here, just to give you an idea, this is what a moderate essence of ice looks like. Oh, darn it, I forgot about that. For some reason, when I use them, it won't use my appearance weapon. It resets to a default. I have to manually go in there and change that. I don't know why. Because, you see, these have to be put on a legendary or greater weapon. It's legendary, so it should be good. But sometimes Sony/Daybreak decides that they're just going to screw you for no apparent reason. I don't know why. There are pieces of gear out there that, again, like transmuting, you have to, again, it has to be a certain tier of equipment for you to transmute, and there are pieces of gear out there that meet that requirement yet are still not transmutable for reasons that I've never been able to discern. But yeah, this is ice. As you can tell, it's not anywhere near as well. For a brief second it matches the major essence, and then it goes back to this lesser effect, well, moderate effect. So that was ice. We've already seen shadow. Electricity. I like electricity, depending on the weapon. This is pretty cool. It's got a little blackish cloud over there, and then it starts spitting lightning bolts at you. I have never seen physically a major essence of electricity, but there's a website. What was that website called? I think it's Loot Database or something like that. It gives you the code that you can paste into your chat window, and it will link the item as though you actually had the item yourself, and then you can control click it to see what it looks like. So I have seen it, and it looks pretty cool. Although I think illusion and ice and fire are probably the best. Well, this is my opinion, of course. But I think illusion, ice, and fire are probably the greatest effects when you have a major. Let's see. Acid. There's acid. It's just a green cloud. Trips a little bit. Acid. Yay. It's not much to write home about, but hey, there you have it. Fire. Now, a moderate essence of fire isn't too much to write home about, but the greater and major essences are pretty cool. See, it just kind of sits there. Boosh! It erupts into flames and shoots fireballs. Yay! And of course, it's a more prevalent effect the higher it goes. Pestilence is kind of a mix of shadow and acid. It's a black cloud that kind of turns green, but again, oh, and it has that little skull. I always forget about this little pestilence skull that circles around it. The black turns to a very dark green and black again. It's, well, hell, it's hard to see on this tiny little window. I can't even imagine what it'd be like on a YouTube screen. So again, I don't even know if you guys can see this, but pretend you can. I'll pretend you can. There. And last but not least, we got Radiance. Radiance is an interesting one. It's, you know, glows white and it has the little sparkly orb thing, and then it has a big bright flash. I actually think Greater is the best of the Radiance ones. Major is, it's kind of like turning the contrast up on your TV. It just washes everything out, and it, you know, it kind of takes away from the effect. But Greater is just the right amount, and it makes a pretty cool like paladin type weapon. But then again, as you can see, my paladin guy doesn't really look like a paladin. But yeah, those are what the little essences look like. So there you have it. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's get our butts over to the Mystic Lake and check out the Fosaken City. There is a quest leading up to finding out who this monk dude is. There's a quest that actually wants you to find out the history of the Fosaken City. And that's where you find out that it is the city of Tanaan. I don't remember if they specified New or Old Tanaan. And as I understand it, Tanaan was a city on the plane of knowledge, maybe. Again, I have to say conflicting lore, although this wasn't so much conflicting lore, it's just conflicting recollections, because people were talking about what they experienced in EQ1, and they started arguing about where things were and such. But from what I understand, it was a city in the plane of knowledge, or maybe it was a part of the plane of knowledge itself. I'm not sure exactly, but as you can see, it's a Forsaken City now. If it is Old Tanaan, that is. Again, I'm not sure. I don't remember if it's specified. But what ended up happening was they decided to open a portal to the Nizari, and the Nizari wiped them out. I don't remember why the Nizari wiped them out. Maybe they're just natural assholes, or maybe they were working at the behest of the gods. I don't know. I'd love to give you a definitive answer, but maybe one of these days I'll do the quest again. Oh, there it is. Ha! Cleverly concealed behind a statue. Anyways, you'll be sent out there, and you go to the Forsaken City first, and you have to talk to I think there's a ghost that you talk to, and she will... I can't remember if she tells you what happened to the city, or if she sends you out to find like little artifacts that detail the story. Whatever the case, you discover that they opened the portal, and the Nizari came through and kicked their asses. And in order to get to Nizara, the city of the Nizari, or is it Nizara? Is it Nazar or Nizara? Something Zara. Anyways, to get to their city, you have to find the portal keeper and defeat him or her. I can't remember if it was a him or a her. And then it opens up a portal so you can go through. And then you too can experience the joys of getting tails slapped around, because naiads are fun. I'm sorry, it's Nizara, City of the Naiad. There we go. Not City of the Nizari. The naiads are the Nizari. And there's a raid boss in there that you have to defeat in order to get to Cheldrak to, you know, advance the quest and whatnot. I remember she gave people a lot of trouble, but I don't remember why. I hate that. You know, it's like I can remember everything but the big detail. What was the big detail? Something about ads. Something about ads. That's all I really remember. Let's see, where was I? Oh yeah, you have to defeat her. After you defeat her, you get some... What did you get from her? It was like a portal device or something like that, so that you could actually go and face Cheldrak himself and free the dude's memories. Alright, so here we are. This is the where are we again? The Fosaken City, yes, okay. Now let's bust out the map. Alright, check it out. Alright, we came in here. What was this? Ersirith the Magic Weaver. Nizarizi Praetor. Yeah. Right, we got names all over the place. Where is the ghost? Ghost person, where are you? I don't see you on the map. Oh, yeah, the map's got 5 levels. You know what? Let's not use the map because it's just 5 levels on top of each other. So we're just gonna roam. Spellbinder outcast. I think the portal person was right down there. You can also do crazy stuff like this. Oh my god! Ah, splish. Alright, we're now at the bottom. If I remember correctly, the bottom, here's this hole. Wait, is this the one that leads us to the bath? I think this leads us to the bath. Which might actually be where I want to go. I don't remember. It's been a very long time. It's kind of going to be a learning experience for both of us. So yeah, we just went through this tunnel. I have water breathing on, by the way, so yeah. Yes, this is the bath. Or at least I call it the bath. Is it the bath? Site of the summoning. This is where they summoned. And this is the portal keeper. This is an Iad. Yeah, not a Naga. Some people think these are Naga. No, Naga would be this with a human head. Naga are also Jinn, but they pissed off the Jinn Master and he cursed them. EverQuest lore, I mean. I'm not talking about the real stuff. Flame elementals. If I remember correctly, oh yeah, you'll see their text here. What have we done? What have we done? We can't control them. What have we done? We can't control them. Yeah, something bad happened when they contacted the Nazari. I don't remember what. I don't remember if they specifically tell us what exactly went wrong. I just know that the Nazari wiped them out. Maybe they were just really... Actually, considering that they just said we can't control them, it kind of sounds like it was more of a binding type of summons. And maybe it wasn't strong enough, and they were not particularly impressed by their attempts to be controlled. So it may not have been just they decided to kick everyone's ass. It could have been a retaliatory strike. And I believe this path here may or may not lead to that epic that I mentioned. I'm not sure. No, I don't think so. Esoteric Library. As you can tell, this is not the character I've done the quests on. Hey look, misplaced books. And yes, they will punch you in the face if you try to put them back. Crazed scholars. They kind of went nuts. Probably had something to do with the Nazari. I do know that the Nazari are really big on mezzes and charms. Oh look, a door opened. Oh nice. So yeah. That probably had something to do with the summoning failing. Trying to dominate a dominator. Hey look, the door, it opened. I think that's kind of nice how they don't make them clickable opens. They open by proximity, so you have no idea that there is a door in this room. And see, this is where we came in from. Yay. So, yeah, let's see. Look at that nice, interesting face there. It's a oriental dragon-looking face. See the little Manchu mustache going on there, and there's the jaws, and yeah, there is something above that. Who knows? I might actually remember how to get there if I spend enough time in here. I don't know how long this video is going to be, so I'll apologize in advance in case it goes long. Yeah, obviously, it's going to be slightly extended because of the weapon decorations, but hey, you know, keep in mind if you get bored watching it, you can always push the stop button. Come back later or just bail forever. It's up to you. So many options. Hey look, neglected clay form. Yeah, everyone loves clay golems. I don't know why. I'm not a big fan of clay golems. Oh look, a thing. And by thing, I mean a collectible. Platinum Wantia coin. Don't remember what you get for finishing this. But a lot of these give you coin, as in like actual coin, and experience and nothing else. I seem to recall anyways. I do remember finishing a couple of these collections on one of my characters that had grayed out the zone, and I was shocked and appalled at the lack of rewards. I was like, what? This is lame. Expert sculpture. Yes, these guys will all come and kick your ass. They're all aggressive. How did I get to the other side? Oh wait, I see what appears to be a ramp down there. Oh, a vicar, how lovely. Bloodborne memories, Vicar Amelia. That was a particularly difficult boss for me to fight. Not difficult in like challenge or mechanics. It was more of an emotionally difficult boss fight because in that case I was clearly the aggressor and she was just trying to keep me the fuck off of her. And her screams were particularly piercing. They were frightened screams. They did a really good job setting that boss fight up. That's a Bloodborne encounter. Fairly early one. So it took me a while though because of, yeah. It's like, I'm a good guy, but I could not convince myself that that was the case. I was clearly the aggressor. She was just scared and trying to defend herself. But eventually I just said, okay, you know what, I have to progress, so. Gun fact, yes, the pirates have made it in. I have no idea how the pirates made it in, honestly. I mean, compared to you, they are nothing. And yet, here they are. Somehow they made it that far into the Mystic Lake. Got past the tentacle Emperor Gloomdoom. Oh god, that's a porn just waiting to happen. Here's the mezzanine of debate. Is there? I could have swore that there was some type of name in here, but maybe not. Here's little. Ooh, what's this? Congealed mortis. Look at all this. Uh-oh. Where the hell are you going? He's got somewhere to be, so we're not going to bother him. It's probably a family emergency or something. Yeah, we got those little... I don't even know what the hell those things are. I think they're lashers or something like that, but they... Man, Honey Badger got nothing on these, that's all I'm saying. As you see, we're getting a little lower, the water down there. Is that water? Yeah, that's water. There's the portal keeper. Yeah, we're slowly getting lower, which is great, but that's not helping us get to the top now, is it? Let's look around here some more. Like I said, the city of Nazara is a mirror image of this place. It's this only with different enemies, harder enemies. When that first launched, it was actually a very challenging zone. Now, I'm sure that there are some hardcore raid guilds out there where you fucking suck. It's like, dude, shut up. Come in here without raid armor on. Come in here without all your spells masters. Come in here by yourself, having no idea what the hell's going on. Come in here without a huge team to carry you through it and tell me it's not challenging. Because, yeah, it was. Charm, Mez, Knockback. From Pond to Paladin. I don't think I ever did finish any of the book quests in here. One of these days I should come in here and try. This looks promising. I have vague recollections of running through here. Is this? Yeah, see here, it's pretty obvious what the city was. An uneasy Tananite. Somethingite. They're not too thrilled. There's a dejected paladin. I mentioned that the city was staffed by fallen priests, fallen paladins, fallen Shadow Knights, that kind of thing, people who have lost the way. And it was dedicated to knowledge. And since Sabuxaruk was one of those, I'm not evil, I'm not good, I don't care, I just want to give knowledge, they started following him. See that little interesting cloud there. Oops, I didn't use my silver coin. One coin to go. See, I've almost finished the collection. Let's see, what's in here? Anything in here? Nope, didn't look like it. Well, that. Let's see here. Where did that other path go? Oh, it's on the side over here. Okay. I guess we will use the map for a second. What's this? The ancient Crangoris. I don't think I remember ever seeing that. Tunnel back to the entrance. Janaris the Searcher? What? Where? I don't see a Janaris the Searcher. But then again, just because there's a named on the map doesn't mean he spawned. Or she spawned. Doesn't necessarily have to be a male. I guess we could say it spawned. Well, I don't see him. Anyways, so what do we see here? Okay, so there's a named Slug. There's the Portal Keeper. Now that one's always up because you know it's a quest thing. The Maniacal Savant. A vase. Ah, Trial of Bo Finn. Yes, I remember those trials. I can't remember if I did them on my monk or if I did them on my Shadow Knight. Or maybe I did them on my Swashbuckler. I don't remember who I did them on. I think it was my Shadow Knight. There was a time when Misty was, you know, she reigned supreme among vampire hunters. That hurt. I'm okay. Alright, so now we go up here. Here's the Clerical Conclave. Oh, wasn't there a named in the Nazara side right here? I think there was. I think there was like some portal in the door and you had to do stuff to knock the portals out and make the names available, and as you defeated the names you'd open up more portals until eventually you got to the raid one that I mentioned, and she had some type of energy shield on her that you had. Okay, that said scale, but it looked more like a feather to me. And anyways, you had to break the shield down, and I think she had quite a bit of hit points. Again, though, it's been a long time, so I could be misremembering it. Believe it or not, that does happen when you've done as many quests as I have. Ooh, look at that guy. Got an ambush right there. He's all going to key-yaw you right when you walk out the door. Okay, here's this. Now we're going up. Notice we're going up. This is a good thing. Maybe. A patient eater. Doctors, watch out. Get it? Doctors, patients, get it? Yeah, I know, it's pretty funny. Wantia coins ready to turn in. The Vegetarian Troll. So yeah, we're definitely on the other side. Hey, it's someone's birthday. Happy birthday. Don't know who it was. I didn't see who said it was, but a lot of times I just turn off chat because it distracts me, but it's mellowed down quite a bit. We had some pretty hardcore trolls that finally were permanently banned after Daybreak became Daybreak and not Sony. And it's like about fucking time. That being said, trolls don't usually bother me unless they're like, you know, hateful, you know, malice spewing trolls, and yeah, these were. Okay, wait. Disavowed Shadow Knight, see, I mentioned them. Yeah. Okay. Okay, we're coming out here, the Hall of Discourse, not to be confused with the Hall of Discord. I still don't know who the Discordians are. Apparently they're assholes. They eat planets. They alter time. Now, personally, I hate time stuff. Time stuff bugs me because it's generally, oh wow, it's generally pretty lazy. Oh. I think this was the one. The mean old, nasty old epic mob. Orb of concentrated necromantic energy, and she is the Death Reveler, not Revealer, Reveler. Yeah, she's got dark energies coursing over her. She's standing on top of the dragon head, and that just Makes me want to go down there and punch her right in the ovaries. Why? Because you don't disrespect dragons. You hear me, necromancer person? You hear me? I'm talking to you. Yeah, that's her. Although I could have swore that she, well, maybe it was this city. I don't remember who the final boss. Actually, you know what? Achievements. Would that be dungeons, maybe? Fallen Dynasty, dungeons. Okay, no. Mistress. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's not this one. Well, this one referring to the one standing in front of me, not referring to the one I'm mousing over. Yeah, the Zavari Savage. That was the other one. I think. Or maybe, wait, let's check raids. Fallen Dynasty, there you are. Bone Snapper. Okay, yeah, it's just the main ones. Cheldrak, that is his name, Turtle Dragon. Anyways, yeah, so maybe this was the one that was giving people trouble. I don't remember. She's looking at me, or is she looking at him? Can't tell. No, that head's definitely angled in my direction. She's watching me. She knows that I am not a fallen paladin. I'm Asgar, hear me roar. Yeah, see? See, I got my Atiok out. That's the Spirit Reaver. Don't mess with me. Yeah, anyways. Now, the question is, how do you normally get to her? I don't remember. Maybe you do just drop down this edge here, but or this door opens from the other side. I don't remember, to be honest. And just staring at it is not going to reveal the truth. But the main reason I came up here is I want to show you this cool dragon face. There we go. See? Some people think it's a snake, but some people also think that the tiger statue up where the pandas are is, yeah, it makes my head hurt when it's like they can't tell that. I mean, it's called Tiger Falls, and they think it's a panda statue, and it's like, but it's clearly a tiger face. But some people just don't register things. I had a friend who he loved the song "License to Kill," the James Bond theme, and I do too. But he swears, actually I know several people who swear up and down that she's not saying "license to kill," she's saying "license to kill" with a T, and she's not. And I've pointed out to him so many times, and he just cannot hear it. It's the backup singers. She says, "I've got a license to kill," and right when she says "kill," they say "to kill," and they somehow convinced people that they are her, and it's like, no, they're not. The question that they can't answer is, if she has a speech impediment that makes her say kilt, why doesn't she say kilt on any of the other times when she says kill? No matter how many times I pointed out to them, they can't hear it. And so, yeah, but yeah, that was a oriental dragon head, not a snake head. Some people think it's a snake head because of the naiad, but it's like, no, it's not. I guess we're pretty much done in here for now. I mean, short of venturing down and actually going through the zone as it's meant to be done. But do we really need to do that? I mean, I'm willing to do it if people want me to, but people aren't telling me what they want, so I don't know if I should or not. Platinum coin, yay. Where am I? I'm over here. I want to be over here because this is where the exit is. I don't see the NPC. I'm pretty sure there's a ghost in here that you talk to. In fact, I think I remembered seeing her in the other video. Let's just look for her really fast. Floor by floor search. Yeah, there's the portal. Need to kill Zinvra, the portal keeper, to open portal to zone. Magical servant. Usually it's like a little black person icon for an NPC, but not always. But still, I'm looking. Phantom Inquirer, the Magic Weaver, the Quiet Thinker, the Master Sculptors. Now, some of these are the original inhabitants, like Mentorzama there. But this Magic Weaver, if I remember correct, well, I mean, look at the name, Erisith, whatever. That's quite obviously going to be a, here's another one. They're both going to be Nazari. Oh, here we are. Saphis Once Blessed. Yeah, Knowledge of a Lost City. That's one of the final quests in the timeline here. Wants you to find out what the city is, because the monks don't know, and what happened to it. And she tells you. Although apparently she's not here, so she probably has to be there for the quest itself. Or rather, you need to have the quest to have her appear. Some NPCs are like that. So yeah, that's the Fosaken City. Tanaan. I'm not sure if it's New Tanaan or Old Tanaan. Honestly, I don't know the difference between New and Old Tanaan. So I can't really say much there, but one of the Tanaans is where we just came from. They opened a portal to some snake people who were not overly impressed with their manners, and thus slapped them straight back into the Stone Age. It's a city devoted to knowledge, and yeah, it's sunk under a lake for some reason. Also, about the corruption here. Again, I'm a little hazy on the details, but I was looking up some of the NPCs, and as I recall, there's a group of spiritual protectors who they protect the planes, and the planes, of course, it's the trickle-down effect. The planes have been attacked by a corrupted something, and she was able to dominate. I don't remember the guy's name, but he had a flute or a lute or something. No, I'm pretty sure it was a flute. Anyways, he had some type of musical instrument, and he played that to call the other protectors to battle. But because she was able to dominate him, he's not calling them to battle, so they're still asleep, and the corruption proceeds unimpeded. One of the quests is to go find his flute, find his song, and kick the Dominator's ass so that he can play the song and call them forth so that they can start fighting the corruption off. However, I don't remember what got the corruption started. It could be the Void, but that's just a random guess on my part, because either they didn't tell me or I just completely forgot it. It could have been one of those things where they just mentioned it in a sentence or two. But anyways, thanks for watching. This has been the Fosaken City, and it's not, I admit, not much of a tour, because that place is just a warren. All right, it's like exploring an anthill. Kind of reminds me of the ant dungeon in Ultima 6, actually, except with ghosts and naiads instead of giant ants. But thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time on whatever I decide to do next. Peace out, all. Oh, and if you were one of the many viewers of the last video, let me know, what was it about that video that attracted viewers? Hey, I even got a like or two, so yeah, let me know. Thanks. Peace out.